What's up everybody, and today I'm going to show you how to make some really dope accessories for your symbiote action figures that is super cheap and easy to make. And let's just get straight into it. It's going to be really easy and it's kind of fun to do anyway, but yeah, let me show you how we're going to do this. Alright, so as you can see, I have my Diamond Select Venom and this cheapo Mattel Venom that it's my little brother's that he plays with, but you know, it's a decent enough figure. As you can see, I kind of repainted it for him. I put some black and extra black details. But as you can see, there's this hammer that did not come with the Diamond Select Venom. I actually made this, and I'm going to show you how, and it only takes a few simple things. I'm going to show you how to make the hammer. Hammer takes a bit longer. If you want to see how to make the hammer, I'll turn it into a YouTube short, and then I'll post it if enough people want to figure out how to make this hammer. But what you mainly need is hot glue, and I have some hot glue here, and it helps if you have, you can use normal hot glue like that's just colorless, but it helps if you do have colored hot glue. As you can see, I've got some sparkly, glittery, colored hot glue. This is the only kind they have at the store, but sparkly, whatever, it works. And the accessories I do want to show you how to make are mainly like these accessories. So these, basically what you do with these is you cut out a cardboard shapes. As you see, this is a cardboard, this is a circle, and this is more of an axe shape. You cut out the shape and then you basically just run hot glue over it, and the hot glue gets these really cool symbiote effects, all that gooey effect that you would get with a symbiote, and then you can basically paint it. If you have colored hot glue, you don't have to paint it, but I usually do. Like this, I used colored hot glue, and I did paint it, and this I also used colored hot glue, and I did paint it just because I wanted a little extra color. Now, the other type of accessory I wanted to show you how to make was tendrils, venom tendrils, because as you know, tendrils are some of the coolest things. Like this one even has some already. I didn't make any for this one because he already has some hanging off. These little sticky off bits that usually hang off of venom. The Diamond Select one didn't come with any, but I made some out of, basically you can use like floral wire or just any kind of like aluminum wire, bendy wire, any kind of wire you can find. You can find it at Walmart and craft stores. But just, let me grab it here. Just some wire, some kind of bendable wire you can use. And basically what you do is you get the bendy wire to the length you want, and then you just put hot glue on it. And what this does is you get this cool venom tendril look, but you also get it to bend, and you can put it in any position you want. And let me show you exactly what that looks like with my Diamond Select Venom. So if your Venom has like has this little back piece. It's okay if you have like a different Venom figure that doesn't have a back piece. You can use tape or sticky tack to attach these tendrils, but what I do mainly is I just kind of put it on, but I don't put it on all the way. As you can see, there's a gap, and I just kind of stick the tendril in there. And I usually leave a little bit of wire exposed. So when you make these, I'm going to show you how, but you want to leave a piece of wire exposed that's not covered in hot glue so you can get it attached to stuff. And boop. And there we go. And there you go. So now it sticks on. And now you can make this already crazy Venom with all these heads have some bendy wire tendrils that can be bended in any way you want. You can make as many as you want, stick on as many as you want, and get a really crazy Venom. I just made 2 for this one because I just wanted to, because there's already a lot happening with the heads. And they work really nice. The colors match. Everything was great. So let me just get into showing you how you can make these tendrils and how you can make other accessories like this axe. Okay, so obviously the first thing you need is a hot glue gun. And as you can see, this one's pink. This one's my mom's. She lets me use it for stuff. So you need a hot glue gun and glue sticks. Now for the ones I'm going to make today, I'm going to make some red tendrils because I haven't made any tendrils for this guy yet. I made him a lot of accessories, but I wanted to make him some tendrils. So since they are red, I need red hot glue sticks. So if you get some cheapos, you can find at Walmart for like $4, but I grabbed red ones. You can use normal ones. Again, you don't have to use colored ones. You can just use normal ones and paint over them. I'm probably going to paint over these too, just to get some extra like color, like black in there and stuff. But you can order big packs of like colored, colored hot glue online that you can use to whatever you want it to be used for. When I look at these kind of look like beef jerky sticks for some reason, but yeah. So I got 2 of them. 2 should be enough for the tendrils. And before you get those out, you want to get the length of wire you want. So just find your wire and then just kind of like find a good size. You may have to change it depending on the size of the figure. So I'm thinking right around here is good. So just pinch that area, or you can mark it and snip it. There we go. And I'm going to make 2 for him, so I'm going to grab another one. And I'm going to vary the size on this one a little bit. There we go. So they're not perfect in size. This one's a little bit shorter, but that's fine. Because they're tendrils. They're not supposed to be completely perfect. And there's already some blue in there, so I'm going to have to clean that out, like purge it out. So I'm going to go grab a paper plate, and then I'm going to get rid of that blue hot glue. And I actually got the idea for this video from a different YouTuber, whose video I will link down below, the original video, but just know I'm not trying to steal his content. I just thought this was a super cool idea, and I also had some Venom figures that I need some accessories for, and that's why I am doing this here. Just know I'm not trying to steal his content. I just got the idea, and I'm not doing the exact same thing he did. So let me try and get out this old hot glue. Let's see. So yeah, as you can see, it's blue. And, you know, it doesn't have to be super colored. I mean, if you just want, like, solid without any paint on it, then, yeah, you may want to get basic colored, like, hot glue. But you can also just use any kind if you want to do this. And if you have paint in your house, that's fine. You probably are, like, if you're, like, a crafter and you have a lot of paint colors in your house, then that's fine. But if you're just doing this, like, by yourself, you may want to get normal colored hot glue. Or you can buy paint, but you might not want to buy all of that just for one thing. So if you want to do this and you don't have a lot of paint in your house, I would recommend just buying like colored hot glue by itself. Yeah, so I think I purged most of it out. It's still like, see, there it is. The red I think is now trying to heat up, so the blue is not like pushing out anymore, because I used the red to push out the blue, because eventually you have to put another stick in there to help get rid of the rest. So there it goes. Alright, so it is now starting to put out some red hot glue. I'm just going to squeeze it one more time just to make sure I get out all the blue. So now, when you get your color in, and you just want to grab your wire, and you want to grab it towards the end. So like figure out how much wire you want to stick out. So I'm wanting about that much to stick out. And then just start basically just wrapping hot glue around it. So you can put hot glue all the way up around to the end. I like to go it more globby on the end, so it looks more like it glooped up more on the end and then got more skinny towards the bottom. And be careful not to let it drip onto your fingers. That's why I'm holding it like upside down a bit here. But just goop it around. It looks like I'm going to need a new stick, so let me grab a new one. I've got one right here. Yeah, it should dry fairly fast. I think this glitter hot glue though, it's a lot cheaper, so it's a lot more runny. So definitely be wary of that when you're putting it on, because that can be a lot gloopier, which can be good, but you know. And then if you like squeeze some on and then pick it up like that, you get a string. You can drop that on there and get smaller and bigger globs. So just like gloop it on wherever you want it to go, and it should eventually start looking pretty great. Because as you can see here, I've got it mostly glooped on. It's pretty gloopy, and I wanted to get more stringy bits, so I'm just going to put a little gloop and then pick that string up and move it around over everything. As you can see there, that looks pretty cool. And I got this little spike bit here. So now just hold that till it dries. You can hold it in front of a fan and it will dry pretty fast, but right now you just want to let it dry. And since it's already red, I don't have to do a ton of paint work on it, which is nice. Here's the other wire I cut before, and I'm going to make a second tendril, and then I will show you guys how to paint these. If you want to paint them at all, if you just have colored hot glue that's like super opaque, then you really don't have to paint it at all. It will look fine either way, but if you want to get some extra detail on it, then you can paint it. But since I don't have like the colored hot glue, I just have the glittery kind, I'm going to paint it a little bit just to get some extra color on there. So as you can see, I got a pretty chaotic design with that. I'm going to try and put a little bit more, because I think it definitely needs a little bit more. Try to get as much of the exposed wire unexposed as best as you can. Because if you leave it exposed, it's going to be kind of like that. And be careful if you're using hot like metal wire. When you put the glue on, it can heat up and burn your fingers, so you might want to use gloves. This hot glue is really thin, and this gun doesn't heat up that much, so it doesn't burn my hands at all when I use it. But if you're using like a bigger, heavy-duty hot glue gun, you definitely want to get like some gloves before trying to do this. But there it is, and we'll let that dry, and then I will go out and I will grab some paint, and I'll show you guys how to paint these. So here are the finished pieces. As you can see, they're already fairly red, and I'm going to grab some paint, and then I'm going to show you guys how you can paint these and make them look even better, especially since these are kind of clear. I kind of have to paint mine, but if you have normal color hot glue, again, you do not have to paint them. So you can completely skip this part if you don't want to. Okay, so once your tendrils are dry, you can grab a paintbrush and some paint, and I have red and black here on here. This is just acrylic paint. And I'm first going to take red, and since he's red and black, I'm going to do red, and then I'll put a overcoat of black on it. But right now I just want to get some paint whatever was like clear, whatever I missed. And since it's color hot glue, you don't have to paint a ton. You can just paint a little bit over it, and it should look pretty good. Alright, so as you can see, I painted it red, and now I'm going to let that dry and start painting the other one. And sometimes you may have to water down the paint so it will get down into all the grooves, because sometimes you won't be able to get all the details underneath all the bigger details painted in, because the paint was too thick and it wasn't able to get down all the way into the grooves. As you can see, these are both these both are looking great. And I went more chaotic with these, since Carnage is more chaotic than Venom is, and these definitely look a lot crazier than the black tendrils, which I'll compare both of them in a sec. But they look great, and I'm going to let them dry, and then I'll do the black dry brushing to add the black details that Carnage has. And while those are drying, let me show you guys how to make these, or tell you basically, because I don't really have any more cardboard to make these. But basically what you do is you take the shape, so say you wanted a shield for Carnage, which is what this is. Just draw out a circle or cut a circle out of some cardboard or some super thick paper, it could be either one. And basically just take that cardboard and cover it in hot glue, and that's basically it. And if you have clear hot glue, you can just paint over it like I did with, like I'm going to do with the tendrils, which I'm going to show you guys how to do. This I just painted red and then put black over top, but if you have colored hot glue, then just put red and then put black hot glue over the top. But yeah, so if you want to make cooler that aren't tendrils, you want to make weapons and stuff like axes, like this axe I made, just cut out the shape in cardboard and cover it in hot glue and paint it, and it will come out looking pretty convincing. So if you want to make other weapons, I'll link the video of how the guy I got this from. He makes actual weapons and shows you like step by step how to make them. So if you want to make weapons, you should go check out his video if you want to see like a full step-by-step tutorial, which he will show you how to do. But right now, I think these are dry, and I got some black. I'm going to get a lot of it off my brush because I don't need that much. I just need to dry brush very lightly over the top with some black. I might need to get it a little bit thicker on some parts to get it darker, but like mainly like that, just like quick little flicks on there. As you can see, we got little black details, but you still got red details. So I'm going to let that one dry for just a sec before I try to add any more. I'm going to grab more black. Like that. As you can see there, we got some black details on. I didn't want too many on these tendrils. I just want it to be like mildly black, because I think Venom Carnage is more red than black. And if you want these to, like the paint to not rub off or anything, you can spray them or paint them with a varnish, and they should be fine. But if you're not painting them, then obviously you don't have to do that. But anyway, they're mostly dry, and I'm going to take this Carnage, and basically what you do is you can take the wire and you can bend it around anything you want, really. Whether it's like the arm or the back part, or there's like an extra back piece you can attach it to. I'm just going to bend it around one of his shoulder tendrils, because I think it'll work there. If you want to paint the wire too, the painting the wire will definitely help it look more convincing, because then people won't see the wire as much. But yeah, so as you can see, it's just on there straight, and then you can take it, since it's bendy and the hot glue is bendy, you can bend it in any way you want. So I'm going to put on the other one. And these are still fairly wet, by the way, so I probably should not have been bending them, but I'm kind of in a hurry to get this one done. Alright, there we go. So there he is, and I have put both of his tendrils on. They don't work as well with this figure because he doesn't have as much stuff to attach them onto, but it does look cool like that. And then I can attach this little axe I made, and that just goes in his hand. And then the shield, I had some tape or that would attach it like a shield. But yeah, so if you want to make extra weapons and accessories for maybe action figure photo shoots, or just to have to play with in general, you can use those kind of things. But yeah, it works fairly well, and I like the look of it. And if you want to see how to make the hammer, I will show you, because the hammer is a bit different. How I made the hammer, I didn't use like a bunch of cardboard and stuff. I actually used like a pencil and things. But the basically overview of how I did it was I used a pencil here and put hot glue on it, and then I made like a sculpted like a hammer shape out of tin foil, and then just used colored hot glue and paint on it. But yeah, and it works if you have a black pencil. They do make black pencils you can use, but if you want, like, I'm sure you can find red pencils for Carnage and stuff, or yellow pencils for Screech. But yeah, there those are. And here is Venom with his tendrils that I made. Oh, that one just fell. If you want to see more action figure stuff, please let me know. And I actually have a playlist. If you go to the playlist section on my channel, I have a playlist filled with all of my action figure videos, all the reviews I do, all of the videos I made on action figures. So if you want more action figure stuff, go down there. Please like and subscribe to this video if you think it was a fun thing you might want to do, and if you thought it was interesting. If you didn't think this was interesting, I have other videos on my channel where I do other things besides just action figures, so if there's anything on there that might interest you, please go check it out. I will leave the Discord link down below, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.